What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement. I want to touch base on a couple things, dealing with Lou Walton's rotation, the IT Lonzo Ball effect, and going forward. Now, first and foremost, I want to say shout out to the New Orleans Pelicans. Only reason why, because like I said, I'm a fan of the sport, and one thing I like is when I see underdogs, make a move and actually have opportunity to get in the playoff and upset some of these top dogs. Even though I know, some of the stuff not going to happen, but it's always good to see some good games. Anthony Davis, man, dude's a beast. Let's be honest, dude's a beast. He had 33 points, 3 steals, 9 rebounds. He only took 20 shots, but he made a good portion of them. Rondo and Holiday, these are the two guys that the Lakers really had problem with. It wasn't so much AD, it was these two. And the reason why I say that, Rondo is not known for shooting, but Rondo will get to the paint. Rondo had 24 points, 10 assists, and 3 steals. Rondo, one thing I like about Rondo, and even when we played them back in the days with the Paul Pierce and the Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett. When we played those guys back in the days, Rondo was always the feisty. He was one of the feisty ones to me when it comes to defense. Rondo always been good defensive wise. And I told Laker fans last time when Rondo and IT got ejected, I said, if you remember the games, I don't know if anybody watched, the games beside the Lakers, but if you do, kudos to you. But when the Lakers had played, when Chicago had played Boston in that series, and freaking Chicago was up, I think they was up 2-0. Rondo was giving IT the blues. IT couldn't even score. If you don't believe me, go check the stats. His stats looked terrible. Couldn't score. Once Rondo went out with the injury with the finger, that's when Boston took the advantage of him and actually, won the series. So they always been a rivalry between those two, even with the Paul Pierce situation. Now Holiday's a sleeper. Holiday, not too many people talk about him. This guy only missed 4 shots. 4 shots, 12 of 14, 26 points. Reason why I'm pointing these two guys out, because I want people to understand and realize both of these guys had over 20 points, shooting over 50%, and they only took no more than 3 3-pointers for Rondo, 1 for 3, and Holiday, 1 for 4. See, this is the problem I have with Lou Walton's system. And the reason why I'm saying that, because he does not have the weapons for the system he's trying to run. And he does not make changes for the system. You know what I mean? Like, he's still trying to force that Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs motion offense when you don't have the players, the personnel, and even to push it. You don't have all your players there. Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and not like Josh Hart to me is a good 3-point shooter over the late before he got his finger injury or something like that. But I'm pointing this out because fans are now stating that Lonzo Ball need to fix his shot. He's not hitting the shots. He's just looking terrible. But we got to keep in mind, Lonzo is playing off of IT. If you go back and look when he came in, when Brandon Ingram was running point and Brandon was pushing the ball a lot, they were actually running the ball together. It wasn't always Brandon Ingram bringing the ball up. Lonzo was bringing the ball up. Brandon Ingram was bringing the ball up. Into IT, Lonzo hasn't been right since Brandon Ingram went down, and IT now is the main focus point when he comes off the bench into the game. If you watch that game when they were playing the Pelicans, the only thing that the Lakers were missing at that time was defense. We know they're tired, but I'm gonna go back to what James Worthy said. When they said about them being tired, they played a lot of minutes. James Worthy is like on the same page as I was. It doesn't matter, and I said this before in a video a while ago, way back. I said it doesn't matter if they playing a lot of minutes. They need this. They need to get used to playing a lot of these minutes in the NBA. This ain't college basketball no more. It's going to be a point in time where you're going to log a lot of minutes. That should not be your excuse for coming in here every game like you're tired on defense. Simple as that. But it's more to it than just that, of them being tired. Like James Worthy stated, and he didn't say that what I just stated, but he said it, and I'm speaking for him because he's on, he's being paid by a network, so he gotta be real careful and delicate about what he said, because he don't want no feedback. But I can speak it because I am paid by nobody but YouTube and you guys watching the videos. Other than that, I make my own money. But anyway, James Worthy stated, he said they're young, they got fresh legs, they should be okay. Basically, put it all in one shell, just let like, look, it don't matter if they, play a lot of minutes, whatever. They should be all right. Because the Lakers, if you watch the Lakers back in the days with Magic and James and all them guys, they played a lot of minutes, but they always running. That's why Magic Johnson stated when he first came in, he said, look, I want these guys to lose body fat, 25% body fat, get in shape, because they're going to be doing a lot of running, because he's trying to bring Showtime 2.0 to the Lakers. That's why I say over and over again, they have to be in shape, they have to be ready in order to be used by the way Magic Johnson wants them to be used. The problem is that Lou Walton's system right now is making it hard for these players, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, the Pelicans, number one, like I said, they were killing inside and outside. Not so much from the three-pointer, but they were basically taking a lot of perimeter shots. A lot of inside shots, inside the perimeter. They were making a lot of shots, taking jumpers, two-pointers, and this and that. What was the Lakers' accountability to that? What was their accountability? Three-pointers. They took a lot of freaking three-pointers. How many three-pointers did the Lakers take? Almost 40. When you didn't need it, it wasn't warrant for them to take 40 three-pointers. They took 39 three-pointers. My problem right now is that Lou Walton is trying to force Lonzo Ball to be more aggressive, meaning take more threes. When he say be aggressive, take more threes, because what people fail to realize, that's Lou Walton's system. His system is not for Lonzo Ball to attack the basket. That's why Jordan Clarkson wasn't able to fit in Lou Walton's system, because Jordan Clarkson was not a three-point shooter. When Jordan Clarkson was there during the times of Byron Scott, he was known to attack the basket. And everybody talking about, oh yeah, doing this day and era, you got to be three-point, you got to be able to shoot three-pointers. Listen, at the end of the day, if you go back and watch the old Warriors with Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin and all them guys took a lot of threes. But that's the way Don Nelson, wanted to push it. You don't need a lot of threes in order to beat the team. You beat them down low. You physically beat them down low to the point where they're tired. You get them in foul trouble, and then you can open up the more of your perimeter and all that. The Lakers, over the last couple games, have not been doing that. They have not been attacking the basket. They've been going away from it. When they start attacking the basket, they start doing good, but then the second half, they come out and they start taking all these freaking threes. When it's not warrant, they don't need to take threes. They attack the basket. You get people like AD and them in foul trouble. Instead, no, you want to shoot threes. When you shoot threes, that's not a high percentage. A lot of people think that because you shoot threes, that's a high percentage. No, layups and dunks are high percentage shots that are warranted, that can cause N1 to actually have a person go to the foul line, the free throw line. This is the main reason why Julius Randle is taking a lot of free throws. This is the main reason why Kuzma went to the free throw line a lot as well, because they attacked the basket. Now, here's my problem. This is what really frustrates me. Before IT came in the game, KCP was freaking hot. And y'all know me, first and foremost, I critique players, but I have respect for players. One thing, if I ever call out KCP, is because during the stretch of games, he was struggling, he was ISOing, so I'm going to call it out. I don't care if you're Lonzo Ball, Brook Lopez, whoever it is. When you're on the team, I'm going to call you out. Yes, Lonzo Ball had a bad game, but let me get to this KCP situation real quick. KCP was freaking hot. He was hot, he was killing. So what did the Lakers do to warrant, to actually keep him going? Oh, nothing. When IT comes in the game, they even stopped looking for KCP. You can go back and watch the freaking game. This is why I say that IT does not need the ball. Now, am I mad about that? No, I'm not mad about that at all. I'm not mad about that at all. My problem is, at the end of the day, that they need to make sure that when somebody is hot, they need to acknowledge that and continue to feed the hot hand. The Lakers offensive wise were freaking, they were doing their thing. Once IT came in, everything changed. What I mean by that, they was up by like 7, 8, 9 points, something like that, on the Pelicans. IT come in, the whole dynamic changed, because we don't change the structure of how we run our game. He comes in, all he was going to look for Travis Ware, Lopez, Randle. Ain't once give it to KCP. If y'all never go back and watch the 5 minutes of the game. Never once gave it to KCP. KCP got the ball off the rim. He decided to go down the court and cross the dude up, back up, and take a shot that landed another three-pointer. The dude was hot. He was feeling himself. He only missed 3 three-pointers. 8 for 11. When you're shooting that good, you got to feed him. And even the commentary called him out. You got to feed the hot hand. I've been saying it for day one. This dude should hit 40 points that night. That would have been KCP highlight. He should have 40 points tonight. He ended with 28 points, only on 15 shots. This dude should have had like 20-something shots. He was feeling it. He was rocking. When you start feeding him when he's cold, that's the wrong way to do it. You feed him while he's still hot. He was hot, period. Now, IT comes in there. Everybody talking about Lonzo Ball shooting. What people fail to realize, when Brandon Ingram was there, him and Brandon Ingram shared the ball. When IT come in there, IT does not share the rock. IT runs the point. He keeps the ball 90% of the time, like any other all-star player that comes into the league. He keeps the ball 90% of the time. He runs around. He runs the clock. I mean, he runs the clock down. The ball does not move at all. He attacks the paint. When he attacks the paint, the defense double up on him. He makes a desperation pass to whoever's close to him. You know what I mean? Or he might pass out to Travis Ware if he see Travis Ware when he attacking. Only time when you pass to Travis Ware is he already idea that he's going to pass. But majority of the time when he's attacking the basket, he already looking to shoot. But when the double team comes, is when he make okay, I can't get the word out. He make that desperation pass to one of these guys that actually leads to a turnover. But see, nobody want to talk about that. You know, everybody want to talk about just Lonzo Ball shooting. What we fail to realize, Lonzo Ball in these last, I say 6-7 games, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at the stat real quick. In the last 6-7 games, what's this? Lonzo Ball, was it? Besides the Indiana game, he only took 4 shots. But before that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 8 games, he has been averaging almost 14 shots, 14 field goal attempts. If you go look at his stats throughout the years, you will see no back-to-back games where he took that many shots. That's not Lonzo's game. See, Lou Walton wants him to shoot, wants him to be more aggressive, and that's not Lonzo's game. Lonzo's game is to get everybody else involved. That's why he needs the ball. And I'm kind of frustrated with Lou Walton's offense right now, only because he's not acknowledging when players are hot, not feeding out hand, making bad decisions when they take the ball out of bounds to put the ball in somebody's hand who having a bad shot. He did it with IT when IT was shooting bad, and he brought him back in for that last shot that he said was set up for Julius Randle. And I said it before, if it was set up for Julius Randle, why would he even be in the game? You could took Brook Lopez to take it out. Instead, you let Lonzo take the ball out, give it to IT. IT he had, 3 or 4 seconds to make a decision. Instead, he was already looking to shoot first. He wasn't looking to pass to Julius. Let's be real. This game right here, Lonzo Ball was 1 for 11. You decided to give him that shot. Well, not you, but the shot, he was decided to get that shot in the corner when you should have took him out. He should not have been, like, my thing at the end of the day is this. You had Kuzma that was hot, KCP that was hot, Julius Randle that was hot, Brook Lopez that was hot, but you decided in with Lonzo Ball, who was 1 for 12. Another bad decision by whatever they drew up, the coach staff, all that, and the person who made the pass to him. That should not went to Lonzo. That's how I look at it, but I'm not mad at Lonzo for taking the shot, because at the end of the day, if this is what Lou Walton wants, this is what Lou Walton gets. The guy has not been shooting good because all they want him to do is shoot freaking threes. Go look at his stats. If you look at Lonzo Ball's stats, all his shots have been threes. Majority of the shots. The only game where he actually went to the basket more. And at this game, I believe he probably was tired, but I'm not making excuses for him. But this game, he was just as bad. This game, I can say he was bad at. This game right here, when he played Miami, where he was 4 for 15, he was 1 for 3 behind the 3-point arc. So he actually missed 3 for 12 inside the perimeter. That was a bad game. But these other games where he's taking all these freaking threes, 1 for 12, 1 for 8, 1 for 7, 1 for 6, 1 for 8, 4 for 13. You know how I am about these 3-pointers. That's why I say about Jordan Clarkson back last season. They got the guy shooting threes when that's not his game. His game is to attack the basket. Lonzo Ball is 6'7". Most of these point guards are like 6'1", 6'2". They got him playing off because IT got to play the other point guard. So most of these guards they playing are probably 6'4", 6'5". In reality of them, they should run better plays for him to get more low post plays and more inside the paint plays, like backdoor cuts and all that, pick and roll. Instead, they got him shooting these threes. Why? Because he's wide open. And that's going to happen a lot because he's playing the off guard when IT come into the game. IT is the main focal point at the point. The guy holds the ball tremendously. He does not do what Brandon Ingram does. And this is why Lonzo Ball is struggling. Lonzo Ball is basically now a Josh Hart, just a defensive player that's there and takes shots when he's open because he doesn't have the ball majority of the time when IT's on the floor. So yes, I am frustrated because I do not like what Lou Walton is running when you're trying to put IT and Lonzo Ball there. He should do the reverse. Lonzo Ball should have the point. IT should play the off guard on offense. IT should not have the ball because he's making a lot of bad turnovers, a lot of bad decisions. His IQ is not as high as Lonzo when it comes to passing. Instead, they got him playing, both of them playing different roles, and it's hurting the Lakers offense. Scoring wise, we up there, but we have a lot of turnovers. We had a lot of dumb mistakes happen at crucial times that's hurting the Lakers offense. Like I said it before, Lonzo need to have the point. IT need to play off of him. They will play better that way. I don't know what the hell Lou Walton running, but whatever he's running, he need to change it. Especially if they decide they're going to bring IT back. Me personally, I wouldn't want him back. I think we should go get a better point guard. But I'm going to ride with the Lakers, whatever they decide to do, because I'm a Laker fan. But at the end of the day, they need to change that. Other thing they also need to change is the defensive strategy. I've been saying this over and over again. You got to change the defensive strategy. Why do I say this? Because IT is 5'9". He's a liability on defense. Teams know this. They know the Lakers love the quick switch, which I call lazy defense. When they quick switch, you will always find somebody like IT down low with the likes of AD or Murtic. I told you guys this when we picked up IT. I said because of Luke Walton's system, the only way it would work if Luke Walton changed the system. He has not made any changes towards his defensive scheme. He still run the same defensive scheme, and it's hurting the Lakers. And this is the main reason why our defense had went down. Because if you keep in mind, games when Brandon Ingram went out, games when Lonzo Ball went out, we still played good defense. We probably didn't look good on offense, but we still played good defense. We lost Kuzma a couple games. We lost players, defensive type players in a lot of these games, but we still played good defense. In a lot of these games, we were still in them. These games right here is basically nothing but more offense, less defense now. And that's why I say that he needed to change his defensive strategy, because in order to make it work, you have to put players around the likes of IT in order to help the defense. At the end of the day, it's not going to happen because the quick switching is going to happen, and New Orleans and any other team has acknowledged this, and they expose the Lakers defense. That's why if you're going to do the quick switching, the only way it's going to work, Luke Walton, if you have guys that's 6'5" and taller. It's not going to work with somebody 5'9". It's not going to happen. If you look at the Warriors defense, everybody besides Steph Curry's already 6'3", so it can work with him. You know what I'm saying? Because Steph Curry, you know, a lot of people might not say it, but Steph Curry defense is not that bad. But as somebody that's 5'9", all you got to do is get somebody 6'1", 6'2", or 6'3", and post them up and shoot over him. It's nothing he really can do. Is it IT fault that he's short? No. It's the coach's decision to make drastic changes in order to make it work for what he has on the floor. If you cannot make it work for what you have on the floor, you're going to be looking at a lot of losses piling up for the Lakers. Whether Brandon Ingram is here or not. That's why I said at the end of the day, he have to make changes. A lot of this falls on Luke Walton just as much as it falls on the players. That goes hand in hand. Luke Walton had to make decisions, which he has not done yet. Like I said before, you got all now since we made the trade, a lot of these players have been scoring, and the reason why the likes of Julius Randle is scoring, Brook Lopez, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, the reason why, and KCP when he's not having this slump, the reason why these guys are playing much better is because the ball movement. Because when the Lakers were winning, they started down low with Julius Randle. Julius Randle open up the perimeter, because when people see Julius Randle coming down low, they have to double him. So when they double him, that leaves the likes of Brook Lopez wide open. Julius Randle is the key, and I said it before. When he's playing at a high IQ, he makes much players around him just as good. The reason why I say this is because when he's being attacked, when he go to the basket and he's being attacked, when the defense come in to attack him, he's quickly to make that pass to the likes of Brook Lopez or Kuzma or even IT. So it's good that you establish Julius Randle, because all your guys are perimeter shooters to fit Luke Walton's system. The offense is picking up now, because now players got to play him one-on-one. Because they play him 2-on-1, that's going to leave somebody wide open. And this is the main reason why the Lakers offense has went up. It's not because of IT. So when fans say it's IT the reason why our offense went up, no. It's because Julius Randle is understanding his role much better, and the guy is killing. He's averaging 20-something points and almost 10 boards a game. It's not because we got IT, and people need to understand and realize that. Nobody can play, not I can say nobody. Not too many players can play Julius Randle down low because he's too physical. That's why you get a lot of offensive calls, because why? In this generation of basketball, flopping is the now big thing. Flopping. A lot of players flop a lot. And that's the reason why sometimes the ref don't know which way to call it. And Julius Randle will get hit with a lot of offensive calls. But at the end of the day, Julius Randle is the key. And that's why I say, going back to my video before, that the Lakers need to figure out what they're going to do when it comes to Julius Randle. They need to resign him. Simply put, I know you like LeBron James. Let's be real. LeBron James is 33 years old. He's on, and I'm not saying he's on the downcline, but the age is catching up with him. Okay, you gotta understand that. P13. I'm not focused on that right now. I'm not focused on DeMarcus Cousins, none of them guys. My main thing is what we got right now on the floor. Okay, Julius Randle, once he get a shot, he's going to be deadly. And be honest with you, we don't even know if he got a shot or not, because we never see it, because ain't too many teams stopping him down low. And when they do double team him, he just kicks it out, which is still probably good for the arsenal that Luke Walton is trying to push, because all he want to do is basically shoot 3-pointers. Because remember, Julius Randle was coming off the bench for a while. When we started him, you look at the stats when we started him. But, you know, a lot of that goes hand in hand, too, about bad decision making when it comes to rotation and a whole lot of other things. But anyway, the Lakers need to get back into the rhythm of acknowledging what they got on the floor and taking advantage of it. You know, at the end of the day, Lonzo Ball needs the ball. He should not be playing the off guard. Since he's been playing the off guard, he has been terrible. He is not an off guard. He's a point guard. Okay? He's a point guard who actually looks to get others involved. He doesn't look for his shot first. And fans and everybody want him to be this guy that averaged 18 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. That's not him. In college, yeah, because in the college is a little different. Here is a little bit more physical. So at the end of the day, you're playing against men. It's a big difference. So I prefer him to have the ball in his hand and attack the basket. That's where I'm getting back with Rondo and Holiday. These guys didn't take a lot of threes. Instead, they attacked the basket. But Lou Walton's system, he'd rather for you shoot a three. That's why he said, if you're open, take the shot. In reality, the Lakers are ranked number 1 in the paint. I don't understand what in the hell the coaching staff be looking at when they see that we're ranked number 1 in the paint and don't go to our bread and butter. Attack the paint, get guys in foul trouble. Instead, we go away from it and take all these freaking threes when it's not warranted. We don't need all these 3-pointers. Okay, at the end of the day, if somebody's hot, oh, by all means, take it. But if you're not hot, attack the basket. If you go back, you just go back to look at the games. Back when superstars or veteran players, when they know they wasn't hot behind the perimeter, what they would do is attack the basket, get themselves going, to get into some type of rhythm. Alonzo's field goal percentage is steadily declining because his coach is not telling him to attack the basket. Go to the rack, attack. You got to build confidence in this young man because at the end of the day, you don't want him just sitting back there shooting threes. You want him to attack the basket so you can build confidence in his free throws because that's hurting as well. So you then get him to attack the basket and let him play like that. You don't have to sit back and shoot all them daggone threes. That's why you look at Jordan Clarkson. He's over there in Cleveland playing pretty good because LeBron is telling him, like, look, attack the basket. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Put the ball on the floor. Go to the basket. Over here in L.A., we're telling players, take 23s, take 43s. It's all good. I don't care if you take 43s. That's ridiculous. You're not going to win games by shooting all those threes. Attacking the basket, old school style type of basketball. Get guys in foul trouble. It would change the dynamic of the game. Best believe when we were attacking the basket, we were beating teams. When we got away from it, we were struggling to even stay afloat because teams were able to bang with us because while we're not attacking the basket, over the fourth quarter come, teams weren't in foul trouble, so then they could really attack, and then they quit switching on defense. That's been our biggest Achilles heel since I don't know when. I've been saying it over and over again, we got to get away from quick switching. Only time it works, if you got guys like when we had Josh Hart, the Jordan Clarkson lights, Larry Nance, you could do all that because you had taller guys. Now you got IT, you got to play according to what benefits the young fella when he's on the floor. If not, you got to change the whole dynamic. I know there's only a couple games. I'm like 10 to 12 games left in the season. But this is the opportunity for us to also see the development of Thomas Bryant. Get him some playing time. What are we playing for? We're not winning no game. Forget about winning. We're not going to the playoffs. So what is the point? We might as well go ahead and cut IT time down. Yes, I said it. Cut his time down and let some of these young guys get some runs. Because you got to see what you're going to have going forward, this offseason. Let Thomas Bryant play. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it will benefit the team more. But anyway, it's your man, Herbal Lover. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comments section, tell them what you think. I just wanted to bring that out, man, because people, we quick to talk about Lonzo Ball's shooting, but we fail to realize that he's playing an off guard. They're making him shoot more than pass more. He's not even a playmaker. If you think of, I got to say this real quick. Also, as an off guard, for some odd reason, he has not been passing well because he don't have the ball majority of the time. He don't have the ball majority of the time. So he's not, so when by him not having the ball, it's like you push him into a road that he's not used to, not comfortable being in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if the body language of Lonzo Ball, he's really not feeling it, and he's just playing along because, he is in the NBA. Because you can see it in these last couple games, he's not playing the Lonzo Ball type of playing that he did when he first came into the league. If you look at it, beginning of the season, he's not playing it. I don't really think that he likes playing off ball. I believe he wants to be a point guard. But here they go. They push him into the off, the off guard set and letting IT run the point, which I think is stupid. I will go ahead and actually, like I said before, sit IT, let Lonzo Ball run the point, bring in one of the other guys in with him. You know what I mean? Like, because if we not sign IT at the end of the season, and I hope that we don't. I'm just being honest. Then why not go ahead and let the young guys go ahead and finish out the season? You know, bring in Thomas Bryant. Let Travis Wade get some more snaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not bring, I said snap like we're playing football. Let Travis Wade get some more runs. You know what I mean? Let him get some more minutes in there. You know, IT, you know, cut his minutes down to 15 and tell him, like, listen, we're going to see what we got going on with the young players and we can go forward from there. Like I said, forget about IT, but the big contract and all that, that doesn't even matter. Because at the end of the day, there are going to be other veteran players out there that's going to be probably better than IT defensive-wise. That's all I'm saying. We got scores, so we don't really need another score. We have scores. Like I said, you got to think about it. Kuzma, this is his first year. In a couple years, Kuzma will probably be averaging 18, 19 points, depending on how we utilize him. Julius Randle already since the All-Star break has been averaging over 20 points, 10 boards. So think about it. You know, and then like I said, once this guy starts taking the threes, I don't really prefer him to take threes, but once he starts taking jumpers, it's going to be even more tremendous of him to watch his game. Brook Lopez, there's no guarantee he might come back this offseason, which I don't really mind, because to me, Brook Lopez, he's alright on offense, but defense, and this I guess in this league now, it's kind of hard for him to keep up with younger players like the Miles Turners and all them guys that were outrunning him. You know, he get back some games, but there's a lot of games that he doesn't get back at all. He's too slow on his feet. But I don't want to beat up on Brook. Like I said, offense-wise, he's been playing pretty good. Actually rebounded, too. The thing is that the Lakers just get away from what actually benefits them to win games. And that's the biggest problem, and that's on the coaching staff. Simply put, when you got a guy shooting 1 for 12 behind the three-point, instead of telling him to attack the basket, you're ready for him to take three-pointers. That's on the coach. That's not so much on the player, because of the player, if he's not knocking down the threes, I know a lot of fans say, well, he's open. I understand that. But if you're not knocking them down and you're taking like 12 threes, no, you attack the basket. So that means when somebody give you give you all that space, they want you to shoot that three because they know that you're not comfortable hitting it yet. So what you do, you put the ball on the floor, you attack the basket, or you'll get somebody else opportunity to take that shot. Especially when you have all the people rolling, it just don't make any sense to me. But anyway, like I said before, it's your man Urban Lover. This video already going like almost 30 minutes. I was just ranting, because I'm just watching it and I'm seeing it, and it's frustrating to know that Lonzo Ball is not good as an off guard. I've been telling people that he's a point guard. That's why I was happy when the Lakers pick him up. But if they try to switch him into an off guard in order to please IT, I'm not with it. Anyway, y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed one. Love you guys. Be safe out there.